Oh, bonjour, ginawa, minawa. Welcome back to Ojibwe Language Table with Wes Jourdain. Lesson number 41. All right, on the ezhaayan part 2. Asking where are you going? In this lesson, though, we are going to we're going to ask the question, Anina P. We're going to use when are you going to these locations that we gave in lesson number 40. So, and if you go back, or if you remember from lesson 40, we talked about on the ezhaayan, where are you going? And we gave responses, examples of responses on how to answer that question. For example, in ezhaayan, I'm going to town. Okay, so stuff like that. If you remember, go back, review lesson 40. This will take us into 41, where we're going to ask, when are you going to these locations? Okay, so that's what's going to happen today. We always start with our self-introduction. Anin bonjour, Kanawia. Wes Jourdain and Dejinakas. Gidaga Benesi Indigo. Migizin and Dudame. Misqua Gamiwi, Zagay Gunning and Dun Jaba. Magaja Oga Kaning in Dun Jaba. Gasin's Cogninda. So again, remember self-introduction. This can take you a long ways. It's a good conversation starter. It's a good place to start when you're learning the language. You have a simple conversation with a speaker. Someone wants to know what your name is, where you're from, what clan are you, and where you live, and stuff like that. So it's good to know this part. It's the most basic part of conversational Ojibwe. So remember to, if you don't know, go back to lesson number, I think 1, 2, and 3. I think maybe 4. I can't remember. It's been so long, but review. Go back on my channel, my YouTube channel, and you can go back on a website or wherever it may be, wherever this may be posted. Go back and look for previous episodes of this, and we do have Ojibwe Language Table self-introduction lessons. So moving forward, we have Anina P. This is the word we're going to use today, asking when. Okay, Anina P. Wa ezhaayan. Wa ezhaayan. Where are you going? Then you give the location and you ask it in question form. Okay, like you're asking a question. Okay, so and then we're also going to use Waabang, talking about tomorrow, since we're using wa, which is future tense. We're going to use Waabang for tomorrow. Waabang, the day after tomorrow, and gichi-adaawewigamigong, a couple days after tomorrow. Okay, so those are the 3 we're going to work with today in answering. Anina P. Wa ezhaayan udainang. Anina P. Wa ezhaayan udainang. Okay, when are you going to town? And a response that you may have is udainang in Waabang. Udainang in Waabang. I'm going to town tomorrow. Okay. I believe you can put the time. You can say Waabang udainang in Deja. I want to say that's correct too. Also, you're getting it all in there. But let's just stick with this. Udainang in Waabang. I'm going to town tomorrow. Udainang in Waabang. Udainang in Waabang. I'm going to town the day after tomorrow. Okay. Anina P. Wa ezhaayan udainang. When are you going to town? Udainang in gichi-adaawewigamigong. I'm going to town a couple days after tomorrow. Okay, so that's how we're going to use this lesson. We're going to go through all 10 locations, and we're going to use Waabang, Waabang, gichi-adaawewigamigong. Okay, and hearing it repetitively gets that locked in your head. That's why we do this, these slides repetitively that way, and you'll start to see that the connection to Waabang, Waabang, gichi-adaawewigamigong, and what they mean in the context that they're used here. So keep going forward. Anina piwa ezhaayan gichi-adaawewigamigong. Anina piwa ezhaayan gichi-adaawewigamigong. When are you going to the school? Okay, maybe it's a parent-teacher conference night, or maybe you have a issue you have to bring up with school or anything like that. Maybe there's an event going on. Anina piwa ezhaayan gichi-adaawewigamigong. When are you going to the school? Response: gichi-adaawewigamigong in Waabang. Gichi-adaawewigamigong in Waabang. I'm going to the school tomorrow. Okay, and don't be intimidated by this big word. Okay, you break that down, you practice it a few times. You have gichi-adaawewigamigong. Gichi-adaawewigamigong in Waabang. I'm going to the school tomorrow. And the more you say these with me as you go along, that starts just to, I've said it in past episodes too, it rolls off your tongue more freely the more you practice and get it in your head, get it in your mind, and you speak it, you vocally, you bring it out that way. Gichi-adaawewigamigong in Waabang. Going to the school the day after tomorrow. All right. Anina piwa ezhaayan gichi-adaawewigamigong. When are you going to the school? Gichi-adaawewigamigong in gichi-adaawewigamigong. All right. So I'm going to the school a couple days after tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to show up here. There it is right there. I want to go to the school a couple days after tomorrow. No, I have a typo here. It's not I want to. Okay, you're saying it. I think you can use inga. Inga gichi-adaawewigamigong in gichi-adaawewigamigong. I'm going to go to the school a couple days after tomorrow. If you're real definite and you're for sure, you can use inga. Inga gichi-adaawewigamigong in gichi-adaawewigamigong. I believe that's correct. If I made a mistake, again, kindly let me know in the comments. Kindly pull me aside in public if you see me, if you're in the vicinity, and say, hey, I would suggest you say it this way. This is how we say it here, or do it in a respectful way. We all make mistakes. I'm human. You guys are human. Keep that in mind when language learning, because it's for some of us, as a second language learner, we go through stuff like that, and it's completely normal. It's completely fine, and don't get discouraged by people who are discouraging. Let that be your motivation. So let's keep going. This one I didn't get to pull a animation in my PowerPoint, but anina piwa ezhaayan gichi-adaawewigamigong. When are you going to the store? This is a common question. You call someone up. Oh, bonjour. Anina piwa ezhaayan gichi-adaawewigamigong. You can call someone on the phone and ask them that, because maybe you need a ride to go get some milk, some naboob, some bakwajigan, some dudu shabu, wawa noon, whatever it is, the essentials that you get at the store. So, adaawewigamigong in Waabang. I'm going to the store tomorrow. Adaawewigamigong in Waabang. Going to the store the day after tomorrow. Anina piwa ezhaayan gichi-adaawewigamigong. Adaawewigamigong in gichi-adaawewigamigong. I'm going to the store a couple days after tomorrow. So once you start learning, putting your location and what you're gonna do in you're gonna go, and then the time you're gonna go Waabang tomorrow. Once you get all of this put together, adaawewigamigong in Waabang. When someone asks anina piwa ezhaayan adaawewigamigong, when are you gonna go to the store? You can just leave off adaawewigamigong. You don't have to give the location every time, because they're already asking you that. They just want to know when. Anina piwa ezhaayan, when you going? And you can say Waabang. See how simple that is? You can just use Waabang. Oh, and Waabang. You can use both of those. Or you can use all three. Agindaasoowigamigong and Waabang. Whatever your preference is, however comfortable you are speaking the language, if you just want to use Waabang, go for it. Bushke ginawa. It's up to you. Just use Waabang. Use Waabang. Gichi-adaawewigamigong. Talking about tomorrow, day after tomorrow, couple days after tomorrow. All right, continuing on. All right, I didn't put these ones in little fancy scroll up to the top, pop up to the top in my PowerPoint, but that's okay. Anina piwa ezhaayan, we mazina'iganiiwigamigong. Anina piwa ezhaayan, we mazina'iganiiwigamigong. When are you going to the restaurant? Okay, we mazina'iganiiwigamigong in Waabang. We mazina'iganiiwigamigong in Waabang. I'm going to the restaurant tomorrow, or the eatery, the place where we eat. The wisine, sure he eats. Wigamig is the structure, the building, and gives it the location. Mazina'iganiiwigamigong, the restaurant, the place where you eat, the building where you eat. So, anina piwa ezhaayan, we mazina'iganiiwigamigong. We mazina'iganiiwigamigong in Waabang. I'm going to the restaurant the day after tomorrow. We mazina'iganiiwigamigong in gichi-adaawewigamigong. I'm going to the restaurant a couple days after tomorrow. Okay, moving along. Anina piwa ezhaayan, mazina'iganiiwigamigong. Okay, there's our word mazina'igan, which means a paper, a letter of some sort. Wigamig is our structure, and gives it its location. Anina piwa ezhaayan, mazina'iganiiwigamigong. When are you going to the post office? Again, you can call someone up on the old telephone and say, yeah, I need to go check mail, but a response, someone asks you that, you can say, mazina'iganiiwigamigong in Waabang. I'm going to the post office tomorrow. Mazina'iganiiwigamigong in Waabang. I'm going to the post office the day after tomorrow. And maybe you're waiting on a package, and you're letting them know that, your package won't be there for a couple days. Or if it won't be there for a while, you can say, see, I have a mistake there. See that? We all make mistakes. They should say, mazina'iganiiwigamigong in gichi-adaawewigamigong. So what happened here is I forgot to edit that there. I'm going to the post office a couple days after tomorrow. All right, goes to show that I'm human. Hey. Anyway, let's continue on. Here's one here. Interesting. We have Anina piwa ezhaayan, ezhaawigamigong. Okay. Ezhaawigamigong is a word for where they meet, where they're having like a council meeting of some sort, I believe. Ezhaawigamigong. They have a meeting. I suppose you can use let's see, what's the other word for a meeting? Mawanjide. Here he has a meeting. Mawanjide. They have a meeting. I suppose you can use ezhaawigamigong. They're having a ceremony of some sort, or they're gathering. They're meeting at this one place to, of course, ezhaawigamigong means to smoke. Ezhaawigamigong. So keep that in mind. Anina piwa ezhaayan, ezhaawigamigong. When are you going to the council? And you can say ezhaawigamigong in Waabang. I'm going to again, I have post office in here. Couple mistakes. That's just fine. Ezhaawigamigong in Waabang. I'm going to the council tomorrow. Okay. Ezhaawigamigong in Waabang. I'm going to the council the day after tomorrow. Agindaasoowigamigong and gichi-adaawewigamigong. I'm going to the council a couple days after tomorrow. Maybe that's when their meeting is going to happen. Maybe you need to go get something at the council, some paperwork, anything like that. That is what you say for those ones. Okay, here's another one. Aninapi wa ezhaayan agindaasoowigamigong. Aninapi wa ezhaayan agindaasoowigamigong. When are you going to the library? All right. Agindaasoowigamigong in Waabang. Going to the library tomorrow. Agindaasoowigamigong in Waabang. Going to the library the day after tomorrow. Agindaasoowigamigong in gichi-adaawewigamigong. Going to the library a couple days after tomorrow. So there's our word agindaaso. Agindaaso means that she or he reads or she or he counts. Wigamik is your structure, your building. Is the location, giving it making it a locative. The place where you read is how that is loosely translated. Reading place, reading building. Gandaaso, where you read or where you count, can mean counting too. All right, aninapi wa ezhaayan gichi-adaawewigamigong. Aninapi, when? Wa ezhaayan, are you going? Gichi-adaawewigamigong, the mall, the big store. And we have it right there. Gichi, big. Adaawe, sure he buys things. Wigamik, the structure. Locative. Gichi-adaawewigamigong, the mall. Response to that, gichi-adaawewigamigong in Waabang. I'm gonna go to the mall tomorrow. Gichi-adaawewigamigong in Waabang. I'm going to the mall the day after tomorrow. And gichi-adaawewigamigong in gichi-adaawewigamigong. I'm going to the mall a couple days after tomorrow. Okay, maybe you're waiting for the weekend to hit up the mall. Maybe there's some nice sales over there. Gichi-adaawewigamigong. Okay, looks like a big word. The more you say it, the more you practice it, the better it flows. So there it is, gichi-adaawewigamigong, the mall. And we're down to our last two. Aninapi wa ezhaayan gichi-adaawewigamigong. See, I made a mistake again right there. Aninapi wa ezhaayan gichi-adaawewigamigong. When are you going to the lake? Ezhaayan in Waabang. Went to the lake tomorrow. Ezhaayan in Waabang. Going to the lake the day after tomorrow. Ezhaayan in gichi-adaawewigamigong. I'm going to the lake a couple days after tomorrow. Okay, a lot of errors in this one. I apologize for that. But once we're not really focused on the writing part of it. We're just listening to how it's all put together. So that's how we learn, bizin damuk. Bizin done. You bizin done. One person listen, bizin damuk. You all listen. Weweni bizin done. Weweni bizin damuk. One person listen carefully. Weweni bizin damuk. You all listen carefully. Okay? That's what we're here. That's what the Chimanitu, the creator, gave us the tawagan. Your ears, okay, to figure this stuff out. So here we go. Last one on Aninapi wa ezhaayan ziibing. When are you going to the river? And I must point out, ezhaayan is the lake. A lake, okay? Ziibi is a river. Ziibi is a river, okay? Ziibi is our river. So when are you going to the river? Ziibing in Waabang. I'm going to the river tomorrow. Ziibing in Waabang. I'm going to the river the day after tomorrow. Ziibing in gichi-adaawewigamigong. I'm going to the river a couple days after tomorrow. And it's that time of the year now. Depending on when you're watching this, that the weather, the temperature is starting to get warmer. People like to go to the lake. People like to go to the river to do whatever. That's why I included these two on here, because that could be everyday talk. to some people in the language. So, me ilme neko manunga miigwech bizindawiek minawa miigwech ki kanawaban na mek. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you guys for watching yet another episode of Ojibwe Language Table with myself, Wes Jourdain. Gigawaba min and nim minawa. I will see you all again. Minawa again. So with that, I am Guamasiok. Be safe out there, and minawa gigawabamin and nim minawa.